Hello, everyone. Bob with AppJeti again for another section on SQL. This is going to be kind of a short one. And I'm also going to talk about at the end my SQL users group that I'm starting, and the first session will be next week on the 20th. So today we're just going to go over some numeric functions. We actually did string functions last session, so we're not going to repeat that. Just going to go over some number functions. There's a whole bunch of them. I'm not going to go over all of them. We'll go over some of the more commonly used one. ABS will return the absolute value of a number. Cosine, sine, tangent. These are all useful depending on what you're doing. The highest number um, returns the smallest, closest to negative infinity. Um, and different floor as well. And more here, functions for log to get the pi, raising something to a power. Random number generator could be useful, rounding a number off, and so forth. So the first one is the absolute value. So if we take the absolute value of 100 and minus 100, what you're going to get back is 100, because the absolute value of negative 100, or the absolute value of any negative value, is going to be the positive equivalent. Go ahead and do that, and you see we get, just like it shows here, 100 in both cases. Ceiling, so you look at a number here, the ceiling, this is basically rounding up. You're rounding up a number. So ceiling of 3.4, what the result is going to be is 4, because you're rounding the number up. And you can see that that is what you get there. Floor is just the opposite. Essentially, it's rounding down. Rand basically will generate a random number generator. This can be useful for a lot of things. A lot of times it's used for games, but you could also use a random number generator to maybe generate a token, or maybe a math challenge or something like that. So it has a number of useful purposes. I'll show you how it works. And again, random, if we do it again, you get a different random number. Almost every language has the capability to do this, and it has, like I said, a number of useful purposes. A lot of it is used very commonly in games, game programming you use it, but for other purposes as well. So round is just going to round the number up or down, depending on where it is. Now, 3.4 will round to 3. Go ahead and do that. And you should get 3. Now, if I change this to 5, 3.5, this should round to 4. Right, and it rounds to 4 because it rounds it. So basically, anything under 5, it's going to round. It's going to go down, round down. Anything 5 and greater will round up. Now we're doing a random, basically a rounding of a random number generator. So let's say you want to generate a number between 1 and 100. This is how you would do it. All right. Other numeric functions you have that you may or may not use, you've got them. These are more of a scientific nature, so most applications wouldn't use them. Pi returns a value, the value of pi, for example. Which is 3.14 and so forth. Others you can use, again, a lot of these might be power of a number, square root, tan, sine, sin, more generally applications you wouldn't see in a typical, say, business-related application like an e-commerce site. So that was a quick one. Post your questions in the comments section. Also post like and subscribe. Coming up, we're going to do more on stored procedures. A lesson back, I did some stored procedures. We're going to do more, and also something related called stored functions. Another topic that's very important is database triggers. And also coming up in future sections is going to be how to connect Python to a database, a SQL database. You can connect to just about any of them. We'll be using MySQL. Also coming up, and this is next week on March 20th. Um, so that is in, what's that, 9 days, March 20th. I'm hosting the first session of a SQL users group meeting. It'll be over Zoom, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, for about an hour, and you'll be able to ask questions, and I will answer them. And it's free. I'm not charging anything. It is going to be recorded and uploaded to my YouTube channel. If you can't make that time, um, also, because it's going to be recorded, you should know in advance. If you don't want to show your face, then don't turn your cam on. Just use maybe your first name, or an alias or something. If if you're concerned about privacy, because I will be recording it and uploading it to my YouTube channel. To register for it's limited. I'm only going to allow about 20 people onto the user group, so you would need to register. So to do that, you can go to my website, which is appjedi.net, and I will just go there right now. Okay, and bring that over. So this is my website. You can go to where it says click on events. Right there, user group, shows you some of the topics we'll be looking at. And then if you want to attend, click register. Just your name, your email address, your time zone, and any comments you want to give. And once you register, then a Zoom link will be emailed to you for attending the user group. That's about all I have for this session. Next week, there'll be a little bit more on stored procedures and functions. Thank you.